Last time, we left off with Majin Buu being revived, where he then seemingly killed Gohan. Also, Vegeta and Raditz sacrificed themselves, but it was to no avail, as Buu survived. So, we pick back up as Goku and Gine wake up, and then Gine teleports them up to the lookout. So, once they arrive, Jinay heals the two and Piccolo explains everything that happened. The heroes would think Goku or Gine could beat Buu, but they reveal they're just as strong as Raditz and Vegeta were. When Gine reveals that they could have taught fusion to Goku if Gohan or Vegeta was alive, Mr. Popo says that Trunks, Goten, Kami, and Kemi are similar in size and power to each other. Though, since Jinay must leave soon, she can only teach him for a little while, and would have Goku and Piccolo take over after she leaves. Anyway, they realize Bulma summoned Shenron since the sky went dark, so Jinay teleports there to stop her. However, she was too late, as they already made a wish to revive everyone that died that day. So, Jinay tells Shenron they don't have any more wishes, and then explains why she stopped them, which is revived Kibito, so he goes and heals Shin. From there, they go to Gohan and take him back to the Supreme Kai realm before healing him. Anyway, the heroes still break the news that Vegeta, Raditz, and Gohan have died, but they are interrupted by Bobby speaking telepathically to them and asking for Piccolo, Trunks, Goten, Kami, and Kemi, which, since they didn't show themselves immediately, Bobby had Buu turn a whole city to candy and eat them, before destroying the city right after. Meanwhile, in Supreme Kai's realm, Gohan is healed, and Shin announces his plan to train him with the Z-Sword. Regardless, Jinay, Goku, and Piccolo start trying to train the Saiyan children to use the fusion dance. In the meantime, Babidi and Buu continue traversing the planet, and the Warlock has Buu destroy another city to try and draw the heroes out of hiding. However, Babidi eventually mentions to them he found out one of the people he is looking for lives in West City, so he was going to go there to destroy the city, which Bulma and Trunks convince Jinay to go install Babidi and Majin Buu, while Trunks goes to get the Dragon Radar. When Jinay appears in front of Babidi, she tells them that someone is training to beat them and to just wait. But this doesn't work, so she must stall them. Much like Goku in the manga, she asks Buu why he lets Babidi boss him around when he is so much stronger than the Warlock. Regardless, to stall for time, Jinay goes through the forms to show Buu what they are. So, she starts off with her base form, and she transforms to Super Saiyan, then she transforms again into Super Saiyan 2, which after this, she goes even further beyond and reveals the Super Saiyan 3 power that she found. When the fight first starts, neither she nor Buu seem to be getting noticeably damaged. Then, when Jinay tries to use the Maiden Blast against Buu, he eventually copies and uses this blast as well. Regardless, when she senses Trunks had left the city, Buu asks why she turned back. She says that she doesn't have the time to do this, and that in 2 days the fighter will come if they stop this killing. Babidi refuses, so she says something like that's too bad, it would have been fun for Buu, then she teleports away, leaving Buu and Babidi alone. Babidi tries to order Buu to chase after her, but he still uses the trick of saying he has a good idea, and grabs Babidi by the throat so he can't say the incantation to steal him away. From there, Buu kills Babidi, which Jinay notices immediately while she is on the lookout, and then tells Piccolo what happened. Unfortunately, Buu decides to play Kill the Humans, while he waits for the strong fighters to show up. So, since Fortune Teller Baba arrived and said she only has 30 minutes left on Earth, they get back to training the kids about fusion the moment Trunks returns. With the help of Goku and Piccolo, Jinay demonstrates the fusion dance for the children. In the meantime, Buu makes his house, but shortly after he goes back to finding people to kill. Anyway, up on the lookout, Fortune Teller Baba tells Jinay that it's time to return to the afterlife, so she says her goodbyes and leaves. When she gets into the other world, she asks King Gamma if Gohan has come through there, and he reveals he hasn't. However, she senses his ki, so she teleports to it, which of course takes her to the sacred world of the Kai. She then explains what happened on Earth, and tries to see if she can lift the Z-Sword as well. One day later, as the Saiyan children continue to train, Buu has already destroyed 2/3 of the planet. Buu also eventually finds a blind kid, but when he sees he isn't scared, he heals him to see if he'd be scared then. When he tries to give Buu money since he couldn't find milk, Buu goes and turns someone into milk for him and leaves. Back on the sacred world of the Kai, they still try to test the sword with catching, but it breaks the sword and releases old Kai. However, Jinay wouldn't attack him like Goku did, so he would be more willing to show his special power without having to be bribed. Regardless, old Kai starts the ritual of unlocking Gohan's potential, while back on Earth, Piccolo believes the children are ready to practice fusion for real this time. Though, when all four try it, they still mess up the fusion, with them getting the fat version first, then the skinny version, which, once they get it right the third time, Gotenks would still try to take off and fight Buu, but comes back beaten up. Also, speaking of Gotenks, Piccolo would have them try all the fusion combinations to see which one would produce the strongest fusion. The potential combinations and results would be as follows. Goten and Trunks is Gotenks, obviously. Goten and Kami would make good Kami. Goten and Kemi would make Chi-Ten, Trunks and Kami would make Champs, Trunks and Kemi would make True Hemi, Kani and Kemi would make Kimi. I personally think that a fusion of family, especially one between identical twin sisters, would be stronger than a fusion of two friends, so the fusions that are used would be Kimi and Gotenks. At the end of one day, 80% of the population was destroyed by Buu, which even the military tried to stop him, but it was to no avail. The people of Earth still had hope though, because Hercule planned to try and face Buu. When he arrives, he still tries to give him poisoned chocolate and the bomb, but neither work. So Buu ends up making Hercule his servant. Meanwhile, the Saiyan children try practicing fusing while Super Saiyans, so Gotenks still tries to go and face Buu after showing off his power, but quickly defuses after getting there, so they flee. Kimi didn't go with them, though, as they get the cautious side from Raditz, so they listen to Piccolo's advice on staying back. Buu still eventually gets the dog and heals it, and he names it B. Eventually, Hercule still questions why Buu kills people and destroys things, and he says he was made to by his creators. Once Hercule tells him it isn't right to do that, he agrees to stop his killings and destruction. However, B is still eventually shot by Van Zandt, along with him blowing up Buu's house, which Hercule then beats him down and has Buu come over to heal B, though Van Zandt gets up and almost kills Hercule, which pushes Buu's anger over the edge. Even after healing Hercule, his anger doesn't subside, and he tells Hercule to flee with B, or they'll be killed. Buu then expels his evil side as per usual, which his evil side then goes and kills Van Zandt. The two Buus then start to fight, and Evil Buu reflects Good Buu's chocolate beam, thus turning Good Buu into chocolate. Then when Evil Buu eats the now chocolate Good Buu, he transforms into Super Buu. Before Buu leaves, he kills the guy that shoots him and he goes to kill Hercule, but he seemingly recognizes him at the last minute, so he leaves instead. Buu arrives on the lookout demanding to fight the strong warrior he was promised, but Piccolo says he isn't ready. He tries to get Buu to go and finish the rest of the humans to stall for time, but he does so in one blast. So, Piccolo resorts to using an hourglass that will last 1 hour, and when Buu refuses to wait, Piccolo tells him that Hercule's daughter wants him to wait too, so he agrees. Piccolo then has Goku take the children to the Room of Spirit and Time, while down on the Earth we see Tien, Shatsu, and Hercule survive. Chi-Chi then walks up and slaps Buu for killing Gohan, so he turns her into an egg and crushes it. While the children go in the time chamber, Videl asks Piccolo why Buu knew Hercule, so he explains to her what Hercule did. I think Goku would have followed them into the time chamber at this point, so that he could help them with practicing fusion like Piccolo was. Buu eventually gets impatient, so Piccolo takes him to the hyperbolic time chamber, but he takes the long way around. Piccolo eventually lets him inside, and once in there, Buu attacks Trunks, thinking that the children themselves were the fighters. After they fuse, both Gotenks and Kimi wouldn't be doing any damage in their base forms, so they must resort to using Super Saiyan. They seemingly kill Buu with a Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, but he still regenerates from this. Piccolo ends up destroying the entrance to the time chamber, but Buu escapes and turns everyone on the lookout into chocolate, though Gotenks and Kimi go Super Saiyan 3 and escape with Goku and Piccolo as well. The fight seems to be going back and forth, but before they could finish him off with their blast, they revert to base form. Meanwhile, Old Kai finishes unlocking Gohan's potential, so Kibito takes him back to Earth. Though as Gotenks defuses and Buu goes to sleep, Gohan arrives, which just wakes Buu up. Gohan was beating Buu down, so Super Buu ends up exploding himself, but they realize he's still alive and has some sort of secret plan. Though they fly off and eventually they see Hercule and rescue him, along with finding Dende, but Buu comes flying back towards them shortly after. However, Buu still taunts the children into fusing, which even works on Kami and Kemi, since they're cautious like Raditz, but they're still kids who can easily be provoked by Buu saying things like they're just scared. So, they both fuse to Super Saiyan 3 right away, and Buu takes his chance to absorb them. Like I mentioned earlier, I believe Kimi would be the stronger of the two fusions, so Buu's appearance would be the Kimi absorbed version instead of the Gotenks absorbed version, which even Piccolo is absorbed by Buu as well, just leaving Gohan, Goku, Dende, and Hercule unabsorbed. While Gohan starts to be beaten down, back on the sacred world of the Kai, Old Kai says he'll give Jinay his life, since she's our best hope now. In other world, King Yima has fortune teller Baba take both Vegeta and Raditz back to Earth as well, since he believes that the heroes need their help. Before Jinay can leave, the now dead Old Kai asks her what she plans to do, since Buu won't let them do the fusion dance. So, he gives her the Patara earrings, explaining what they can do, which Kibito and Supreme Kai test this out, so they end up fusing into Kibito Kai. Though, when asking how they can defuse, Old Kai reveals that they can't. Regardless, Jinay teleports away, as Buu is about to destroy the Earth. Back on Earth, as Dende heals Gohan, Tien arrives to try and help them, but it doesn't really do much. As he gets ready to destroy the Earth, Jinay arrives and distracts Buu by slicing him in half with a saucer. Jinay wouldn't be sure who to fuse with, but since Gohan was the strongest there, she tries to throw the earring to him, but he doesn't catch it. However, when Gohan eventually finds it, Kiimi's and Gotenks' fusions have just ended, so Buu resorts to his Piccolo absorbed form, though he still absorbs Gohan, leaving Goku as the only real option for Jinay to fuse with. Goku picks up the dropped earring and puts it on, causing him and Jinay to fuse into Ginku. Since for this fusion, I use Jinay as the prominent name, I'll say the fusion's gender is female. Regardless, the fight starts with them in base form, but they quickly turn Super Saiyan. Also, during this time, Vegeta and Raditz arrive on Earth. They fly off towards where Buu and Ginku is once they sense their ki. Regardless, Buu is getting destroyed in the fight, but she willingly lets Buu absorb her, though, once inside Buu's body, they diffuse back into Jinay and Goku. Once they start cutting people out, Buu goes to see what is happening, but when Goku threatens to cut good Buu out, he gets scared. So, Goku does cut the other Buu out, as Buu transforms into his buff form, they escape from his body. Though, shortly after, he finishes transforming into Kid Buu. Regardless, with the help of Kibito Kai arriving, Jinay manages to teleport herself along with Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, Hercule, and Dende as Kid Buu destroys the planet. When they try to give Goku the Potara, he turns them down, even though Jinay was willing to fuse again. From there, as Kid Buu arrives on the sacred world of the Kai, Kibito Kai teleports away with Dende and Old Kai. Jinay goes Super Saiyan 3 to fight Kid Buu, with Goku helping fight the djinn as well. Vegeta and Raditz would be watching, with them both realizing and having the monologue about why Jinay and Goku surpassed them, as well as coming to accept it. Though, when Jinay eventually says she needs a minute to build up her energy, Goku, Vegeta, and Raditz all fight with Buu to stall him. They fare a little better than Vegeta did by himself in the manga, but they still start getting beaten down. Hercule then jumped in and yelled at Buu, and when Kid Buu tried to attack him, he couldn't bring himself to. So, Kid Buu spit out Good Buu then tried to beat down on Hercule, but Fat Buu interrupted and fought with Kid Buu. Jinay ends up dropping out of Super Saiyan 3, along with the others being in their base forms too after being clobbered, as well as Fat Buu admitting he can't defeat Kid Buu. Kibito Kai then arrives on New Namek, where Vegeta then tells him to use the Dragon Balls to wish for the Earth to be restored and then wish everyone that was killed after the tournament and that it isn't bad to be revived. While Fat Buu continues to be beaten down, everyone is revived, along with Vegeta and Raditz. Anyway, Vegeta starts speaking to the people of Earth, telling them to give their energy so that Goku can use the Spirit Bomb against Buu. Since Vegeta asking wasn't working, he, Raditz, and Jinay go to fight Buu, leaving Goku to ask for more energy. Though, even him asking the people of Earth only gets a little bit more, but when Hercule jumps in and says he's the one fighting Buu, everyone on Earth gives their energy to Goku. Once he sends the Spirit Bomb at Kid Buu, as usual, Buu starts to push it back. So, they use the third wish to have Goku's energy restored, which just allows him to turn Super Saiyan. Goku then mentions his wish about wanting Buu to be reincarnated as a good guy, and he finishes Kid Buu off with a Spirit Bomb and drops back to his base form. Everyone on Earth starts to cheer for Hercule, while Dende and Kibito Kai return and start to heal everyone. Though, when Hercule finds Buu, Vegeta was going to blast and kill him so that he couldn't make another monster. Goku convinces Vegeta to stop though, so Dende goes and heals Buu, which everyone then returns to the lookout, but they freak out when they see Fat Buu, but Goku explains to them why Buu was there. Regardless, everyone goes back to their normal lives, the humans believing Hercule is their savior once again. Though, 6 months later, all their memories of Buu are wished to be erased, so they just remember Hercule saved them from something.